And now let's straight across go to our newsmaker of the day, IAS topper Shah Faesal, who quit the service. Shah Faesal, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. When your name was announced as the topper in the IAS, there was a sense of jubilation. Now that you're leaving, it's a different kind of a feeling. It's a loss for the services, but a start to make a difference, perhaps?
I think it's not out of any sense of disillusionment that I'm leaving service. In fact, it has been a very fascinating journey for me in last 9 years as a member of Indian Administrative Service. I got amazing opportunities to work in the field. But then at the same time, in recent years, the kind of political challenges that we have seen in the country, it somehow I felt that maybe while remaining within the service, I was not kind of able to respond properly to those challenges. Those challenges affected our lives. You may be telling me, oh, but you were supposed to deal with those challenges. And I was. As a civil servant, we do deal with developmental challenges mainly. So you give water to people, give electricity to people, give rations to people, but you do not give sense of dignity to them. If you deny their sense of dignity, if you deny their political rights, if you lead to their disempowerment, what do they do with that development? So basically, it was about responding to a different kind of challenge that made me rethink my decision about continuing in the service.
There's been violence in Kashmir for some time now. So what was the trigger now? Why now?
I think in the last few years, we have suddenly seen an upsurge of violence in the state. We were very, very hopeful many years back. We thought things are going to get okay. But in the last 4 or 5 years, we have seen terrible levels of violence. We have seen educated youngsters picking up gun against the state. There has been an environment of extreme despair. And there has not been any credible political initiative from the government of India to deal with the situation. So what do you do with such a situation? You do not even get to speak as a member of the civil services. And you do not see any political outreach happening at the same time. So I think this was a very small act of dissent from my side to remind the government of India about their responsibilities towards the people of the state. And this act of dissent could not have been done many times over. You resign once in service. So I had this opportunity to resign it now, so I have done it.
Right. Reports indicate, though you haven't said it, that you're going to join the NC. Why the National Conference?
I have ruled out joining all mainstream political parties at the moment. My idea is not exactly to grab a chair or to win an election or maybe to go for an office first. I think what we want to do here is engage people, talk to youngsters and see what are their aspirations, see how we can possibly better represent them. And Parliament is definitely a space which I am looking at. And I hope all existing political parties can somehow, let's see how possibly those partnerships can be built in, so that while I have my idea of reimagining politics that is there, and other stakeholders can also be brought around to give this opportunity to a youngster from Kashmir.
You're resigning, however, won't this also be seen as a deterrent by many young Kashmiris who are looking at civil services as an option?
What I have been telling youngsters is that this is not out of any frustration that I'm resigning from service. It's about leaving something which is very, very dear to you. So service was very dear to me, and this was a sense of giving up, a sense of sacrifice, a very painful moment for me to give up. And because I had nothing else to give up to bring attention of the government of India towards so many killings happening in Kashmir, so I think this is a very positive development. It has nothing to do with insufficiencies or a sense of suffocation which people are putting about while being in service.
Thank you, Shah Faesal. I hope you can make a big difference, because a lot of people consider politicians far worse than bureaucrats. Thank you.
Thank you.
I do think we need young politicians like you who want to make a change. Best of luck. Thank you again for joining us.